Hi. Today we are going to be brainstorming about how to set up a red-eared slider habitat for an infographic. So if I want to show somebody really quickly how and why I set my turtle tank up the way that I did, I might want to use an infographic because it's easy to see, it's easy to get the information across, and it's catchy. People are going to look at it and maybe, I don't know, they might set up their tank better because they saw my infographic. So we're going to brainstorm for ideas on what I used to set up this tank using a sticky note and a writing utensil. I can put all of my things that I know about my red-eared slider here and then sort it so that I know how to arrange my infographics so that it's easy to understand. So let's start by doing the brainstorming. What are some things I know about my red-eared slider? Well, I know that my red-eared slider is a messy eater. Now, a messy eater means that she gets crumbs everywhere in that tank, right? That's really gross. And that means that I'm going to need something that's going to eat all the crumbs. So I know a messy eater is going to need bacteria for waste removal. I need bacteria to remove that waste. Now, what do I need for that bacteria waste? Well, I need places for it to go. So they need something that is going to hold that bacteria. They need something like places for digestive bacteria. So I know I need places for that, and I'm going to use rocks. We'll just say rocks because that's going to help. All right, places for that bacteria. What else do I know about my red-eared slider? They need water to eat and swim because these turtles are aquatic. They can't swallow without the water as they're eating. No, they don't eat on dry land. They eat underwater. So I know she needs a depth of water. What else do I know? I know that she's going to eat like any plants that I put in my tank, right? She's destructive. To plants. That means that she's going to pull up and make a mess out of anything I put in that tank, right? Let's see. Unless I keep her from getting there. What else do I need? Oh, she needs a basking area. With sun lamps. Because she needs to get dry and she needs the light for her shell and for producing all of the vitamin D so that she can have her shell. What else does April need? April definitely needs to have enrichment. So she needs something fun. And so she needs something fun to do. I think one of the things my turtle really enjoys doing is hunting for snails and fish. So I put feeder fish and fish that are too fast for the turtle to get in there and a bunch of snails. The snails eat all the algae. What else do I need? I need a filter for my tank. And my tank filter, I know that I need plants. And I need, for filters, I need plants. And I also need bacteria to filter. And I also need something that's going to, like a mechanical filter, like something that's going to swirl the water. So we'll just say a filter machine. Right? Okay, so I've got a lot of stuff right here. Now, I really need to oh, wait, what does my turtle eat? My turtle eats plants. She eats fish and snails. She eats pellets. And she eats vegetables. She will, which is kind of like plants. But she will, if I have lettuce, I'll toss it in there and she'll eat it. All right, so let's look at what I've got here. I've got a lot of information. For this, I'm also going to put enrichment. Pardon my handwriting. This is really hard to write like this, but that's okay, because this is just brainstorming. So now, what do I need to do for this? Let's see. So how can I organize this material? Well, I'm going to need problems. So the problems I have right here, this is my solution. So problems, she's definitely destructive to plants, so that's a problem. Finding water and having enough water for her to eat and swim was a problem, because I only have so much space, right? I need a basking area with ants. That's a problem I needed to solve. Okay. She's a messy eater. That was a problem I needed to solve, right? And then let's do needs. So we're going to put her needs. For the turtle. She needs fun things to do in enrichment. Hunting for fish and snails. We need this right here. Okay, so for filtration, that's different types of filtration right there. Here is, this is what she likes to eat. So this is her, this right here is for this. I needed places for this right here. So you can see, as I'm doing this, I'm trying to figure out kind of how I'm going to categorize this. Now, as I decide what my categories are going to be and how I'm going to organize this information, because there are a lot of different ways that you could organize your information, I'm going to figure out the ways that I want to organize my information for my infographic. And then I'm going to put all this information with pictures of my turtle onto an infographic so that someone else can look at it and see how they might set up their turtle aquarium and how they can solve some of the problems a turtle aquarium may have. Now you are going to think about something that you know. Something that you know really well. That you can just kind of put a bunch of little post-it notes on a board and think about what you already know and then organize it so that you can make your own infographic. Because that way we can always teach each other what we know. And that's a lot of fun.